Hi guys, today we're going to be teaching you how to make this TV console table. I made it for my brother's room for the last part of the one room challenge back in November. And I love how it turned out. I had been inspired by one that I saw online for like $300, and I put this together with some scrap wood and bought a few pieces for the frame, so it probably cost about $50, and it works really well. I love how it came together. So I started with 3 4-foot lengths of 1x12, 2 2-foot lengths of 1x12, and then I used 1 3/4 inch square dowels, and I cut 4 angled legs for the bottom. So I cut at a 10-degree angle for both sides, and it's 6 inches long along each side from the whatever. Then 1 just straight cut 6-inch leg for the center of the table. So now I'm going to take both of the 2-foot boards, and across the top and the bottom, I'm going to measure from the end 3/8 of an inch, and then in 2 inches, and I'll repeat that over here. So each corner will have that, and I'm going to pre-drill a hole and countersink the hole, and then I'll measure to the center of the board and then 2 inches from each side, and I'll do the same there as well. So now I'm going to take the 2-foot pieces of board and I'll line it up with the end of one of the 4-foot boards. Use the pre-drilled holes in these boards to drill holes in the tops of these, and then I'll use screws to attach them together. And then you're just going to repeat that with the middle board. And then before attaching the bottom board, you're just going to want to pre-drill holes for your table legs. So then from each end, I'm going to measure in 7 inches from the end and 2 inches from the side. I'll repeat that on the opposite end of the bottom board, the bottom 4-foot board, and then measure 1 mark directly to the center. So at each of those marks, I'm just going to pre-drill a hole and then countersink the hole, and that will be where I drill into my legs. Now I'm just going to add the bottom board in, and where the countersink is, I'm going to face that up. And then I'll just repeat the steps with the other 2 boards with this board. So I'll line it up with these, pre-drill holes, and then screw it in place. And then I decided for a little extra support, I added a 3rd screw on each board. And then you can either fill in these holes, or I'm just not going to worry about it because I'm going to paint it black and I don't think you'll notice. So I'm just going to take it outside and paint it and let it dry. So this is where I pre-drilled the holes for the legs, and I'm just going to line up the legs so they're going to be angled out towards the outside, and then I'm going to pre-drill through this hole into the center of the leg, and then I'm going to screw in a 3-inch screw to secure it. And afterwards I'll probably add a couple nails from the nail gun just to make sure it doesn't spin at all. So I cut the side pieces, 2 side pieces to 24 inches, and then 12 pieces to go across the center. These are each 21 and 7/8 inch. And then I'm just going to line them up and evenly space out the spacing between each board, and just use wood glue and a nail gun to secure them together. So I used a Forstner bit to drill a hole for the hinge, and I just followed the instructions to attach it, and then I'm going to attach it to the inside of the shelf, and I did that at the bottom as well.